Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Margaret, also known as 7 Plaza here and on Instagram. Today is day 46 of the 100-day project. And today's project is this cute little pocket thingy that you can make out of one book page. I have used a large book page. And the theme is cabinet cards. I filled it with some faux cabinet cards that I will also be making today. So like it's a 2-for-1 today. The idea for the pocket came from Pinterest, and I believe I saw Liz, the paper project, something make this. So that was a quick little tutorial, and the other part of this project is the cabinet cards. Earlier this week I saw Tracy Fox launch her new Etsy kit that was all about cabinet cards, and I love those. I have a lot myself. The ones that I used are the pictures that I already had digitally, so that was more convenient than scanning all my old ones. Let me show you what we will be using for this project today. Let me give you a quick peek into my own cabinet card collection. I have loads and I love them. I have some old, I like some vintage photos as well. Look at that. I just count. And then these are my cabinet cards. I have plenty. I love these ones with the backing on them. Most of the time I like the backing more than I like the front. I don't really care about the front, to be honest. I just love the backings of these. The problem is some of them are really faded, and when I scan them you'll be hardly able to see them. So I need to, I don't know, alter them in some way, and Tracy, of course, who's a genius, has the right tools to do that. I don't have the skill or the tools, but I will get into it and I will try to make some myself. See, this is really faded. I have no clue how this will work, but the backing is lovely. So that's my own collection. What I will be using today is large book pages. These are from an encyclopedia. A couple of months ago, a friend of mine said, I have an encyclopedia, do you want it? And I was, of course. But now I have an encyclopedia of like, I don't know how many volumes, like 15 or something. Guys, those are big. Where do you put them? So yeah, I put them in the attic, of course. And now I'm trying to get through all the pages. Some of them have sort of nice pictures on them, but most of them just have the writing or pictures that I am not really into. Well, this is nice though, that I'm not really interested in. So I'm trying to use them up. These are like the bases, the backings, or the in-betweens in this case. I have printed out some nice background images to use to cover the pocket. Then I have printed out cabinet cards, 9 to a page, the smaller ones that I will be using for decorating. Then I have these, I will be backing them, and they are a smaller size. And I have then the bigger ones. Most of these I found, of course, on the internet, on Pinterest, on the Graphics Fairy, and what have you. I don't know about the copyright of them, but I am not selling them. I'm just using them for my own pleasure, of course. And the ones I do have, I own myself. I can make scans of, but that is for a future project. Using glue, of course, a ruler, scissors, probably going to do some stamping as well. I want to use some of my vintage stamps I have. Well, let me show you. You'll be jealous because isn't that like, yes, I have 2 of those. Some real vintage stamps. So I think we'll be using some of these as well. Let's get started. What I did was already take off all the white edges of the background papers, and I cut out my little cabinet cards. We're going to do these a little bit later on, the bigger ones. But now let's make the base for this pocket. This is my big page. You can have a smaller page, you can have an even bigger page. No measurements needed, and this is fairly simple. I want to use this part because this has like a little bit of a rough edge, and fold it over like so. Just, you know, a portion of this. Don't have it all the way there, just a smaller one, like a quarter of the size of the page, like so. Easy, right? Let me get my bone folder. Then you flip it over and then you fold the whole thing in half. Let's see if this is straight. Sort of. Again, and you score it. Opens like so, yeah. And then this flap you fold in, not all the way down, just like a quarter again. And then when you fold it over, when you glue it down, you have a pocket here, a pocket here, and when you flip it over, you have a pocket here. What you can do now, if you don't want to decorate it, is just glue this part here, and this part here. But I want to decorate the pages with these beautiful backgrounds. Let me show you one more time, real quickly. Turn it back again, your full page. Flip this up in the middle, and then turn this on the inside. Easy, right? Easy. The next part is covering it with beautiful paper. You can do this very different ways. You could cut pieces out and then glue them on directly. Leave a little bit of a border if you'd want to. I really want to cover it all the way. So what I want to do, and that is why I'm not gluing it down and then covering it, I want to cover it and then flip stuff over. I want to flip this over so it has a nice clean edge, a little bit more reinforced again, and also on the bottom and on all four corners basically. So I'm gluing it down, leaving a little bit of an edge here, a little bit of an edge there. Let me zoom you in a little bit closer so that you can see. There we go. I'm just overlapping a bit everywhere. I am cutting it down a little bit to size because I find that much easier to work with. Where's my ruler? Really don't want to use scissors for this. So I'm just tearing it down. As you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the back. That's okay, because I want to use another piece for that as well. Stay here, glue. Right. I'm gonna glue this piece. Where's my glue book? Look at the little lamb. There we go. Just using glue stick. It's a new one, so it's smudgy everywhere. I'm pressing way too hard. And there you go. Yep. Sticky fingers. Folding it up for just a bit, being sure this is directional. I'm overlapping it on all sides. When you flip it over, you can see here I overlapped here and here. Right? Yes. Gluing it down, taking this off, this corner, up until the edge. That works much better when you flip it over. Oops. And also this part over here. Then flip it up again, and it's also on this part. I really like the finish it gives on the edges when you do it like this. Maybe you would like it a little bit more, I don't know, rough or raggedy or something. I like to be like have some nice clean lines. For this bit, I'm just going to use another piece of paper. That's okay. You can do sort of a collage on this. Again, overlapping on all sides. Tearing this down. Way too big. So, also ripping a little bit over here. Yep. This is very sticky. Gluing the whole piece. What's up with this glue? Ooh, what you doing? Well, it's probably not the glue, it's probably me. There you go. Overlapping on all sides. Now there's probably glue here. Yep. And then flipping it. No, don't flip it over yet. Margaret, you need to cut this off. Yeah. Am I in frame at all? Oh yeah, well, sort of. See? Like so. Flip this up again. And now it will look like this. On to the next part. Let's cover this bit, this pocket. I think this is a perfect size to use. I'm opening it up again. You don't have to put it all the way down here because you won't be able to see it. I want to overlap everywhere. Will that overlap? Yeah, will overlap here and it will overlap here. Perfect. So I do not need to cut this piece down. That's a good thing. Do not press too hard, Margaret. Just be patient and be gentle. That's two words that do not really fit me. There you go. There we go. Glue on my mat. Which side is up? That is this side. Overlapping here, here, and here. Have it a little bit straight. Why don't you? Yep. There we go. Have it like this. Yeah. So, flipping it over. Yes, I need to make a little snip here. Hoping I'm doing this right. I'm taking off like a piece of pie or a pizza corner thingy. Yeah. Flip this over first. I need to do that here as well. Probably do. It is a lot of work to have some nice straight edges, but for me it's absolutely worth it. Go and then flip it over like so. I'm just gonna glue the whole thing down because then the flap is also glued down. That is a good thing. Gently folding it back. See, looks nice. It overlaps here. That is quite all right. That is not a problem at all. I want to use this piece for the inside, and let me have a look. If we have it like so and we flip it over, ooh, it's too short. It's way too short. So we need another piece on the back. In which case, I want to cut this to size a little bit. I really like to have the little pig here, even if it is just a little bit. Yeah. And there we go. You won't be able to see in here because that is a pocket. That is why I'm not getting it all the way to the edge there. I want it to overlap. I'm just tearing it off here. There we go. And you know, here. Making scraps. That's what we do. Is this dry? No, dry enough. So you may have noticed I am not inking papers before I put them on. I will believe, I don't know for sure, but I probably will ink all around the edges when the project is done or before we glue the pockets down. I think that'll be a better idea. There we go. I have it straight, the right side up. Do we see the piggy? No, we want to see the piggy. Move it a little bit over here, Margaret. There you go. Will we see the piggy now? Sort of. Tiny bit more. There you go, little piggy. Yeah. We have a corner again, which is over here. I think I need a little bit more glue because I was pulling it and always then the glue comes off. Because this paper is directional, this is upside down. I am not gonna bother. No, I am not even gonna bother. This is the only part that will not overlap anything. Because I do not want it to cover this bit. Right? Yeah. So I just want to have this. Leave a little bit of a border. Sure. Easy enough. Will this look nice? I believe so. And this is the last piece of paper that we need to cover the pocket. I've picked out these papers because they're very neutral. I really like they have advertisements on them and some words on printing, some scripty things, all the things that I love. But maybe you love flowers and butterflies and kittens, whatever you wish. And here will be our pocket. Yes. On to the next bit. When we look at the one that I've made before, you can see that I decorated it a little bit with these tiny cabinet card pictures and a large one. I want to do sort of the same thing with this one. So I am starting at the back. I like this lady. I also want to have some over here. Another lady on here. Something like this. That will work. I'm not inking the edges because I want them to blend in a little bit, almost like it's digital that we made. If it was supposed to be on there. What's underneath here? My glue cap. There we go. I really love to have this bit on here. I like the writing. decorating is always the nice part, the relaxing bit. And I want this lady to overlap a bit. And that is why I did not glue the pockets down yet. And also because I want to ink it later on. See, now we can open it up and then fold it over here and fold it over here. See, that looks nice. Let's do the other side. This blends in too much for my taste, so I think I want to have the lady somewhere over here. Let's just do that. It's a little bit too long. I will rip a piece off. Like so. Flip it over here and flip it over here. I love this image. It's like, am I in frame at all? Let's have a look. Yeah. It reminds me of the little Lord Fauntleroy or something. I think this was a very wealthy boy. Well, his parents were. Yeah, let's have it like that. A lady on a bicycle. I have found these little images of cabinet cards for my Victorian bicycle challenge that I started this beginning of this year. We could actually use this, or I could actually use this for that challenge. There's a little bit of white left here. We do not want that. Picking a dry spot on my page for gluing. There we go. It's from Minneapolis. You know who else is from Minneapolis? Well, probably a lot of people. But when I think Minneapolis, I think Prince. Are you a fan, Margaret? No. Big one. Big one. Let's have a boy on a bicycle here. You think we will? Do you want to? Maybe it's too much. I don't think I'll be putting anything on here. No. This way? No. Not putting anything on here. So, inking. Let me quickly show you the parts that I am inking. I am inking all the way around here, and then this bit, and also don't forget this part. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit together with you guys, starting with this bit. There you go. See, when you fold it in, you see that. And then most of the time people forget this bit. I really like to ink the spine. It will be a little bit difficult because this is already glued down. Well, no, not glued down, it's folded down tightly. Can we? Wow, that's enough. It's a nice effect. And then this bit, this bit, this bit, you know, all around. Let me quickly do that and I'll be back. So, here we are. When I will glue this down, which will be now, I have noticed that I did not cut it or fold it really straight. So there was a little bit of the edge a white edge over here, so I just used my ink and I have inked it a little bit darker than I normally would. I've used walnut stain, could have used vintage photo because very appropriate. I'm gluing this down, so now when you fold it and you glue it, you won't hardly even notice it. I really want this pocket to stick down very well, so I am not using glue stick for that. Taking out my Beacon 3-in-1. Hopefully I will find some art glitter glue. Did you see that? What was you doing? Well, there were threads on here. I did a little dance with my glue. Hopefully I'll find some art glitter glue this weekend at Freedo. Otherwise, some of my friends on Instagram and here on YouTube, my Dutch friends have already told me you can buy it here, there or there, so that's a good thing. And I also had some recommendations for some other glues that will also work very well, so I'm keeping my eye out for those. And then we're gluing this part. Some assistance, please. There you go. Oh, wait. No, wait. Stupid. I am sorry. Sometimes I make mistakes. You also have to glue down this part, of course. Yeah, forgot. There you go. And now we will let this dry and make some cabinet cards. Here are some of the images that I want to use. These came as one image. This is one image. It's the front and the back of this cabinet card. So they will fit perfectly. Don't know about that. But you don't have to have these images. I have these. These are like just 2 fronts and 2 random backs. And I will make them fit somehow. You could always trim a little bit on the edges. That won't be a problem. But I already have these images as little pictures. I don't have these. Very simple. One of my encyclopedia pages again. I have not tried this with wet glue. You could try it with wet glue. I don't know if that would work better than glue stick. I am just gluing. I can see the image shine through the page a little bit, so I am just gluing the image and a little bit around the image, making sure I really have the corners done. New one. Well, we already used a new one. I accidentally picked up my almost empty glue stick. There we go. I'm just gluing it down. You don't have to be precise. It's a big, we've glued a big page down, so really be sure you have no wrinkles in them. And I will also let this dry before I cut it. I believe you can cut just around this perimeter and then fold it in. I never have any luck with that, so I will not be doing that. I will just cut all around this card and then glue them together again. Let's have this dry for a bit. This one is dry. I will cut the perimeter out with my paper cutter, I guess, because that is way quicker. There we go. These were the ones that were like exactly the same. Well, they're supposed to be exactly the same. but most of the time they are not. There we go. I will attempt to round the corners with my corner rounder later. I have no idea if that will work with these ones, but we will try. But for the corner round to work, I really want to have like straight edges, because that works the best. So now we need to attach this one and to this one, which is could be like rather simple, but then again maybe not. As you can see, well, they're sort of the same, but not really. This is encyclopedia pages, and they're a little bit glossy, and therefore the whatchamacallit, glue stick will not dry quick enough, so I am going in with the heavy glue. Let's have something underneath just in case. And there you go. And then we will also need to let this dry, but I just wanted to show you how I glue them together and what glue I use. And because both pieces are like backed up with the, let's have the right side up at both ways. Both pieces are backed up with encyclopedia paper, so it will be sort of sturdy. Not as heavy as real cabinet cards, because it has like chipboard, I believe. So the white sticks out here and there, see? But that's okay, that's why we have scissors and such. I will let this dry. I'm gonna put it underneath some heavy books, because that will also flatten it out. This is one that is supposed to go together, and they're really close together on the page as well. So I'm gonna try this one. I have no clue if this will work, but I will try. Let's first fold it. Maybe that's a better idea, to fold it first before there's all sorts of sticky glue on it. Well, it has this a little bit of a white edge here, but that is why we have the stress ink. I like the back of this much more than the front. Right, there we go, glue. Oh, I'm not using any paper underneath. There we go, lots of glue, especially around the edges. Let's have a card. Well, see, a little bit of an edge, but that's okay. Scissors. Let's have this one dry as well. And then I already did the smaller ones. I did do them with the glue stick. Was not happy about that. I had to, see, re-glue them everywhere like so. It is a shame. The glue stick and the encyclopedia paper, not very good friends. There's lots of glue on my fingers now. There you go. Let me get a wet one, as you call it. Question. I hear people say, yes, a baby wipe, but isn't there like oil in baby wipes? I mean, I have no babies, so no need for baby wipes. But I presume there's some sort of lotion or oil in that, and when you use them, on your paper. I don't know. Maybe I am mistaken. I am probably mistaken. Right, this one I already cut a little bit of white off and rounded the corners. This one has a little bit of a white edge here. It is very small though. We could have inked it. Let's do the corner. Smallest setting, 4 millimeters. Does not really want to work. There we go. And then distressing them. All around. Look at the back. So pretty. And I have them from all over the world, from Europe or the States, the Netherlands of course. So that is really nice. Thomason in Louisiana. Is this stuck down now? Yes. Let's do the corners. Liverpool. Perfect. Let's see if the other ones that we made are dry. Yep, they are. I need to cut them down to size a little bit, and I want to use my knife for this. Has to go through well, 4 pieces of paper, 2 backings and 2 prints on them. Could have even used my friend Stanley for this. There you go. A bit on the top. This kind of worked. I still prefer to have them separate from each other and then glue them down. I think that makes much more of a realistic image. But hey, that's just me. There's a little bit of white on the top here. And a tiny bit over there. Can you find cabinet cards where you're from? I can find them now and then. But most of the time they're very expensive. This is a little bit of a bigger corner than the other ones had. So I'm going to 7 millimeters, and that works just fine. This one did not have any rounded corners to begin with, so I'm not going to do that. I will quickly ink them all around and then put them in a beautiful pocket. So here are the cards, and I'm going to put some in the pockets. Let's have her over here. It's like sister and brother. And then the big pocket. In the back with all the other ladies. Let's have another lady with her. And then we have these 2 over here. Let's do some stamping, not a lot. I was thinking about labels, but I have used so many labels. Let's do something different. I wish I had like a normal ink, but this is oxide. But I want to use the color. This is ground espresso. Or maybe I shouldn't have had the pockets in here, the cards in the pockets. No, it works. Oh, I like that. I like that sort of a grungy look. Shall we put confidential all over her face? I don't know. Let's have confidential back here. This is like a metal stamp. Which way is up? That way. Confidential. Okay. Yep. And I'm gonna do another copy over there. It's a Dutch word copy, but it still is the same. Sounds the same. In the Netherlands we also say copy. I don't know if this is upside down now. No, it's this way up. Yep. Done. Let's just see the end result. Here it is. We have this little girl from Louisville, Kentucky. And then we have these people that probably got married. From Berlin. And then this dapper gentleman from Louisiana. Flip it over. Then this lady was from Derby. Yep. This lady is from Liverpool. Though could be like related. There you go. Ladies, I hope you liked the project. I like it. I want to make more of these. I will see you again tomorrow for day 47. And that happens to be my favorite number of all time. So I hope to see you then. Bye guys.